Hi guys, now that we've actually made our template, now we're going to edit it a little bit and make it look a little bit more fancy before we start changing things around. So I'm going to select the whole one. Now you notice when I click like that, you saw the little squares. These little squares here, I've selected the whole thing, and this will bring up this property, and I'm just going to go center because I think it always looks better to be on the center. Okay, now if I want to change the font here, I can do. So I'm just going to click on it, format, CSS styles, new. Now this is actually going to create a style, so I'm just going to call it main. Okay, and this is where you can decide your font. So we get to pick different times. I'm going to go for Times New Roman. I could go for something a little bit more edgy. Let's see what they've got. Comic Sans, not a fan, but I might go with it, just 12. Okay, so we've got all of this, so I'm just going to go apply, okay, and then I just highlight that text, and I go format, style, and main, and it will change that for me. Okay, and you've got the different format options here as well, so we've got paragraph 1, paragraph 2, up to completely how you want to do it. So underneath there I might put main text, and then just highlight that again, and format, CSS styles, main. See what you want to do with it, just literally play around with that CSS. So just to show you that again, it was format, CSS styles, and new. Okay, and I'm just going to go file, save to make sure everything is saved. So that is my template, that is it. So I'm just going to close that by clicking on that. Now make sure you've got this here. If you need to cite it again, you just go to Cite, New Cite, open that to where all your documents are and name it, just like we did before. But this time I'm going to go File, New, Page from Template. And here it is, create. Now I'm going to go file. Do not panic if it does this. Do not think it's all gone terribly wrong. Trust me. Save as. I'm going to save at the same place, and I'm just going to call this about. Save. And you notice that when you save it, everything links. Now notice this has HTML here, while your template, I'm just going to put that for you, has DWT, okay? So this is the about page. So on here, I'm actually going to start creating my web page. So I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to insert a table. So I'm going to click on Insert, Table. I'm going to make it 2 rows by 2 columns. I don't want to even have the end user even see that I have a border, so I'm going to click 0 pixels for that, and then click OK. Now if I click next to it, see, if I click next to it, I've got all of these, so I'm just going to get this to align center. That on the template, and I'm just going to put buttons, whisper, and I'm just going to drag this out so I can just make this bigger. Center those two. So I'm just going to put here buttons. So, about buttons. She is a sweetheart. She enjoys laying in the sun and eating. Whisper is an active cat. He enjoys running after Miss Sharps. Not just running after Miss Sharp. He's trying to tidy. He also enjoys playing with toys. Okay, so I've broken these up into tables and put bits in. Now you can do multiple things with tables. Okay, so just here, I think I made this a bit big in the template, it doesn't matter. And now I'm actually going to, so yeah, there we go. Now it's going to auto do this, drag it out, and there we are. Now the next thing we're going to do is want to put an image in. Now your images must be the same as the ones that are in your folder. So I'm just going to go on to Documents, go to where I've saved all of these things. Where is it? Do you see it? I feel like you might be seeing it. There we are. And images. Now you can just save yours from the internet. I'm not going to because I can get mine off somewhere else. So I am just going to get a picture of Whisper. Just drag that in there. Okay, so now I should have a picture of Whisper. And that, if I click on this button here, it will suddenly turn up there. So to add, I'm just going to click and drag it in. And then just click OK. It's going to get a bit big, don't panic. Yeah, that will happen. Okay, here I can change the size. So I'm just going to make the size 300 by, see? And then if I click off it, should sort out all of the bits, because it will go a bit crazy when you do things. There we go. Just click Split and Design and let it do its thing. Now if I wanted to have two pictures in there, my best suggestion would be actually to do a table and put them in because it looks more organised, but that is completely up to you. There we go, the first page. So I'm just going to go Preview in iExplorer, save it, and there it is, my first page. Now if you want to make sure these stay the same, you need to change the width and height down here. Okay, and then these will stay as separated out. You can tell that this is 306 and this is 280. So I'll just put width 306 of this one, and of this one width 280, and that'll make it kind of stick. And save, and well done, you've created your first web page.